A very good evening, everyone. I am MSS Praneeth. I am from third year Triple E department, NIT Andhra Pradesh. So I am very delighted to see you all, freshers. Since you have started your BTech life, you will be having many questions. To answer all your questions on BTech life, we have arranged this alumni connect. So for this, we have a very special speaker with us, Dhanush Kumar. He is our very own senior. So without delay, let me introduce him to you. Welcome all. So Before introducing the speaker, let me introduce what is the club about. So, what Shrestha Club is about. So, our aim is to help students to channelize their energy and potential to become a Shrestha, a leader within the society. So, we will empower students with necessary skills and values that will make them a successful individual and a powerful contributor to the society and make India a world leader. So, with what motivation are we doing this? So, because India is a country that has half the population under the age of 25 and around two-thirds under 35. So, India's youth are the future. Generally, youths have energy, potential, zeal, and courage, which are often underutilized or misutilized due to lack of quality guidance and education, especially related to the four quotients of life: physical quotient, emotional quotient, intelligence quotient, and spiritual quotient. Due to this, today we see a constant surge in the level of frustration and confusion within the youths. So we have a very allied team with us. These are our team members. We have also included alumni from over 30 plus MNCs across India and abroad in our team. We conduct workshops, seminars, and we groom talent. We also provide counseling and career guidance, and we also provide retreats. So without delay, let me introduce our allied speaker, Mr. Dhanush Kumar M. He completed his BTech in metallurgy in NIT AP with a final CGPA 8.15. He has completed Advanced Corporate Strategy Swayam Certification course from Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, and passed it with distinction. So he participated in Advances in Nanotechnology workshop organized by Deakin IIT Madras Center of Excellence. He nurtured collaborative discussions with McKinsey and company team and partners on diversity and inclusion practice. So he's an HBRSN select member, participated in various research projects led by HBRSN. He participated in discussions with editorial marketing and product teams of HBRSN. He is an active member of the Shrestha Club, headed many events conducted by the club in college. So this is a short introduction of our speaker to you. I request our speaker to continue. If
Yeah, thank you very much, Pranit. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. Thank you. Yeah, welcome all, and I'm Dhanush here. So I am connecting. I'm very happy to connect here to talk about a few experiences that I have had in my BTech career, especially at the NIT Andhra Pradesh, and as a whole, how I took my BTech life. So of course, everybody's life is different, you know that, and it is that everybody take their own choices in life. But of course, so experiences, sharing experiences, you gain wisdom, and you get some new insights based upon which you can actually utilize that in your life and see to it if it is useful for you. And definitely, some of these sessions that I have attended when I was in the first years, so that was really useful for me, and that I applied when I applied that in my life, then it was it was helping me in every direction that I could take. So I hope that this session would be useful for all, and yeah, you would get definitely useful insights from me here.
yes, sir, thank you, sir. Dear participants, this will be a very interactive session. So I want you to be very active. Sir, if with your permission, I will start asking questions if you are ready.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So first question is what to do for good placements.
All right. So, as you are first year students, I would suggest that please do not concentrate much on thinking that where I would be placed, right, and which company I would be placed. So, I would say, of course, you may have your own ways, like you want to get placed in some particular company, but I would rather suggest that you focus on what your vision is, right? What you want to achieve in your life. So this placements where you want to get placed, that will automatically come up in your ways. Of course, so I'm not saying that you should not be working on it. I am telling that for the good placements, you will have you need all of the things balanced together. And when I say all of the things, I would say the academics, of course. So academics also, and also I will tell that what where you want to get placed, right? A clear vision, and what you want to do in your life. So when these things are clear, so I would say, so when I say that it's a good placement, so I'm not just talking about good. I'm not defining good as it's good in terms of only package, or it's good in terms of only what you are getting from the company, but rather I'm saying good. I'm defining good in the sense that you are attaining what you want. This opportunity that you're getting, why are you getting placed? So that is helping you attain what you want to reach in your life ultimately. So I'm telling you, you start to think about life in a bigger perspective. That would be really helpful for you, and keep working on these placements that you want to get into. For example, any company that you want. If you're a software background, then you can work on for software companies. Or if you're from other background, other branches, you can work for the similar companies. So that you could keep doing it, but also keep it in mind that you'll have to have a bigger picture of life. And once if you'll be able to connect all of this, then I would term that as a good placement.
Guys, do you want anything to ask on that answer? Are you all satisfied with the answer? I told you that this is an interactive session and you all should interact. Yes. Yes, I think the participants are satisfied. Now, moving on to our second question. Someone has asked, what is a perfect BTech life and how to get into uh, prestigious colleges for a master's degree?
All right. So what was that first point? What is the
What is a perfect BTech life?
all right. So, so here when you talk about perfect, so I would say perfect is in the being, mean that you what you are getting it in the present. That when you utilize it perfectly according to how you define your perfect, right? I mean that in the present, how you are utilizing it for to achieve what the purpose you are defining it, that is what is perfect is. So perfect BTech life, I would say, to me, it is that see, because we're all youths, and so we have that energy and that enthusiasm. You will not ever have it in any time in your life. So this energy, when you should be thinking to how effectively utilize this energy for I have now, right? So I have this energy now. I have the thinking capacity now. So how can I best utilize this thinking capacity and make the best use of it? So that when you have that mindset, so that's according to me, it is the perfect. So that you could make your BTech life perfect. And regarding that, the masters that you want to do in prestigious colleges, yes, you have options. Like you could, for example, if you want to continue with your academics, like you want to do your post graduation in tech, PhD. So yes, you have your GATE exam. So you will have to prepare accordingly for the GATE exam. And you also have, so suppose you want to do your post-graduation PhD. So PhD, direct PhD programs are also available. So which you should, there is also an opportunity that has recently come about. It is the direct PhD fellowship from Prime Minister. So Prime Minister fellowship. So there, what you'll have to do is you'll have to apply for it, and your resume will be, you should be sharing your resume with them, and according to what the projects that you've done, and what is the criteria for the fellowship, so accordingly you will be getting the opportunity to directly do the PhD also. So all opportunities are available for MTech. And for MBA, again, you know that it's the CAT exam. So CAT and GATE. So CAT exam for the MBA, and GATE exam for the MTech and PhD. So all of which requires preparation, in intense preparation, I would say. But that intense preparation, I would say it is all very basic. It starts from the very basic. It's not that you just start 1 year before and you get to it. No, it is not possible, because the questions that are asked in the GATE exam and CAT exam. So there in GATE exam you find the aptitude questions as well. So which is something that you will have to be trained up uh, very from the very basics, from here on, and you just develop it, right? It's not something that you get it on time when you write the GATE exam just before 1 month or so. So CAT is also aptitudes, math plus aptitude. You will have it there. So that you will have to be very careful and practicing it, right? So I would suggest that you spend some time. Maybe you can plan it every week, someday or some time for it, and practice some aptitude questions for it. So that would be really helpful, because in any exam you go, there will be aptitude questions which are very basic, and that have to be that is compulsory section everywhere. So if you could answer them, I mean, it would be a big part. It would be, if they constitute about, I think in GATE you have about 30%. That is math plus general aptitude, and in CAT it plays the major role, right? So these things would be very very important. So when you start it from now, it would be really useful, and it could be very easy for you at the end, right? So this is what I would say regarding the post graduations.
Yes, sir. And Gauhar, Gauhar has raised hand. So I think he has some question. Gauhar, you can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, Rohan. How are you?
Sir, actually, I wanted to ask that number of placements we should, a number of internships we should do for a secure placement.
Yeah, actually, there are no fixed number as such, but I would say 2 to 3 will do, right? 2 to 3 internships, right? So you're from which branch?
I'm from civil, sir.
Civil engineering. All right. So actually, I think if you could manage to do 2 to 3 internships, that would be really great. But yeah, it depends on all. It depends on the time and circumstance. Of course, the college policy. I think this time they've allowed students to do the final year students to do internship during their academics only. So it depends on that time, how college supports as well. So, but I would say 2 internship is good, and 3 internship is great, and 1 internship is must.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks.
And also Sai Tejasvi has raised hand. So Sai Tejasvi, you can mute yourself, unmute yourself and ask your question. You can also switch on your
Good evening,
video if you
sir.
can.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah.
Sir, what do you suggest for us?
Hello.
Sai Tejasvi, you are not clear. Can you repeat it again?
As I am a CSC student, what online courses do you suggest in the first year?
Right. So you're from CSC.
Yes, sir. CSC.
All right. So online courses, I would say, so this you don't have to worry for now. But if you're really interested, and because what I'm saying is you will have to first explore, right? What are the subjects that are there in your field? So you will have to first explore and know about the subjects and find out your interest first, right? So I would say spend time on that, okay? And slowly you can go for it, right? So you have NPTEL, SWAYAM, Coursera, all of these are offering the online courses. So some are offering, some are I think our college is also providing the Coursera registrations for free to students. You'll have to refer there, and your faculty will be telling you maybe from the fourth year, second year, right? Your second year, when you enter into it, you will get to know about it. But I would say that's what. So this year, my suggestion would be you can spend your time on exploring the subjects. What are the subjects available in your field, computer science, right? And what interests you the most, right? And slowly you can pick up those courses and then do further. So that'd be really easy for you, of course. So you can note of this. So NPTEL, SWAYAM, Coursera, all of these are offering, Udemy also is there. So all of these are offering very good courses for computer science.
Yes, sir. Shaikh Latif has raised his hand. Latif, you can unmute yourself. So you can also switch on your video and ask
Good
your
evening, sir.
question.
Good evening, Shaikh. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
How we should handle our academic schedule, sir?
Yeah, yeah,
How
tell
we
me.
should tackle those?
Okay. Academic schedule, so you mean the exams, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So see, time management is very, very crucial, right? It would be a little stressful because I think every month you would have some kind of assessment, right? But I would say everyday preparation would be really, really good, right? So once and the best thing to do is that you listen properly in the class, right? And when you listen properly in the class and whatever the doubts, what I used to do, I'm telling you, I used to listen in the class, and whatever the doubts I would have, I would ask it only in the class time, right? And I would finish everything before I reach the hostel, right? That's how I used to do. But of course, it doesn't work for everybody. But I would suggest this way that you can definitely do this. That every day, what it is being taught, you can just have it a quick through, a revise through every day. That just half an hour or 20 minutes if you spend, you will have a quick revise, and that would be really helpful, I'm telling you. And you will also get what are the doubts that you have, and the next day you go, you can just ask your faculty. That way what happens is, Sheikh, you will not just pile up things, right? So every day whatever it is taught, you will get everything. And exams, it would become very, very easy for you. You will not feel it is a stressful thing, right? You will be able to easily get over,
Okay, sir.
right? Yeah, thanks.
Yes, sir. Now moving on to our next question. How to manage class and self-study, classwork and self-study.
Okay. So classwork and self-study. So self-study, if you mean for your personal development, or if you mean for other, like let's say that you want to you're doing some other courses, and also you'll have to manage it with the academics. I would say so. You will have to select those things which will sync with what you are what you want to achieve, right? So suppose you're doing, let's say you're a CSC student, and you're doing some course from management, right? So if you're doing course from management, it means that you have some intention to go, uh, to go and use this management course somewhere in your future. So with that in idea, you're doing it. So I'm telling you, you can manage these two if you're self motivated. first of all to do this, right? If I want to do this, I'm doing this because I want to achieve this, right? So once you're self motivated, then the balance will automatically come about, right? So, but I would suggest that you please choose your self study, like your courses, which is in complete sync with what you are wanting to do in your future, right? So otherwise, so of course you can otherwise as well you can do it, mean that you're doing it for your free time, and you want to explore something, that is good. But if you are to manage it, and if you are to not spend much time, and I want to take things strictly, so then it is that you will have to see that the academics and the self study, what you want to do it in your future, these three are in sync together, right? So that you will have to take care, and you will have to perfectly choose that.
Yes, sir. And now moving on to our next question. So someone has asked, what is an internship and which is the best year to start internships?
All right. So internships, basically internships are that it will give you, it's kind of that where you will get to understand what your real industry is, how the real work is going to be. So basically, whatever you're doing in the college now, it is all it is all the kind of theoretical work, right? So this cannot be directly applied there in the industry, the real time industry. So there, so internship is an opportunity for you, so you discover that opportunity to what is really going on in the industry, how my skills, whatever I have had in the college, that could be applied in real time industry. So basically it will take you it is to give you an experience, a practical experience of how your btech, whatever you've learned, your theoretical skills, whatever you have, that how it could be applied in the real time industry. Of course, indeed, what is wanted, you see, your skills, or your whatever you have, that it belongs to you, right? So whatever you've got from your btech, so that has to be useful for the company, right? That has to be useful for the company, and so that is what you're going to learn in the internship. So how my skills are going to be useful for the company, so that you will learn practically in the internship.
And next question is, what is the which is the best year to start internships from?
Okay.
When? Yes.
Yes. So best year, I would say that's what. So now, if you love to plan, as I said, one internship is must for all branches, whatever branch you are, and two internships are good, and three is really great. So which means if you start from second year, let's say, so internships generally we do it in a summer month, right? Summer, summer season. So if you start in the second year end, so you can do one internship, and third year end one, and fourth year maybe you can do one. So that way you can plan it out. Otherwise, if you could do it two internships at the end of third year, that's also fine. But you will have to see that you're doing one internship, one good internship, really helpful, and it will be useful, and that you can mention it worthy in the resume, that you should see it according to your branch, right? According to your branch. So for me, as I'm a metallurgy student, I have done my internship at RINL plant, steel plant, Visakhapatnam. So there, I've done my internship. So that was sufficient for me, as I belong to the core branch, right? So I've done only one internship. So one internship is must for all, right? So you can choose accordingly. Second year, at the end of second year, you can start it. You can start your internship, and you can take it up to three. Three would be really great.
Yes, sir. And so how to get into an internship, and where can we find opportunities for this?
Okay, so internships basically, you could ask your faculties. Basically, they will know better about the internship opportunities that are available. So internships you can get from all around, right? So starting with the institutions like IITs, NITs, and also second is your companies, right? Companies may offer some internships, or otherwise you may have opportunities online as well. But those things, what I would say is it should relate to your subject, right? Online, that is the problem. So if you ask your faculty, he can provide you direct information how it will be directly connected with your subject, right? So that he can provide you. And companies also, you will have to be keep tracking of all those companies uh, which is related to your branch. And I would suggest you can have the subscription to the companies that you are interested. And maybe if they are opening any internships at that point in time, then you can apply for it. So that is the way. So we'll have to be engaged in some way or another and networked. So networking is really important. So when you are networking with people around who is really in the field of yours, so what your field is, then you would get to know all this information uh, very easily, right? So networking is crucial. So best is that first thing you could do is your faculty, and also the social media platform like LinkedIn. LinkedIn is also best. And also the institutions, they usually do offer internship for the second years, third years also. So that you may look out for. So you please do the networking and subscribe to the companies that you're interested in. You will get to know it from them.
Yes, sir. And that was elaborate. And now moving on to our next question. So, h- is there any overview for 4 years of BTech? Means to categorize first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. How it will be?
Okay, so in the experience, how it changes.
How it changes? Yes, sir.
Okay. So the first year, it would be very pretty new, right? You're coming to a very new environment, and you're trying to adopt to new surroundings around you. So it would be pretty new, and you will find yourself really vibrant in that environment, right? So I would say this vibrancy you should be continuing till your fourth year, right? That is the challenge, right? That is the real challenge. So that the spirit that you're coming with in the first year, that you should be carrying forward until your fourth year. And if you're able to do that, then I would say that your BTech will be really, really great, right? But what happens is that you would find uh, many challenges, right? Let's say academic wise, or in any sense that you may take. So for this, so first year when I came into college, so yes, I was new. And you know about this, I guess. So the permanent campus now in our college, it's just new, right? They've just established it now. Before, when I used to be there, so there was no permanent campus, so I had been shifting to colleges in different locations. The college got shifted temporarily everywhere. So there, so it was a very thrilling experience for me, right? So I had to adopt to we had to adopt to new environments, and every time there is constant change, right? So first year it should be very new, vibrant, right? And second year when you come to, right, you would start to learn things, how college is, because you're getting used to it, right? And that's what I'm saying. So this vibrancy, if you maintain it, right, this new spirit that you maintain it, that you have it, when you maintain it, and if you're able to take it along with you for the 4 years, then it would be really, really great. And this second year, if when you enter into it, so you would basically, from academics point of view, you'd be entering into your core subject. What is your core subject? So you'd enter into that and start learning that. And of course, so you please engage yourself in other activities as well, like club activities, and also the sports, etc. So those are very, very important, I would say. So balancing everything, so you start to learn balancing everything. And third year is when you're almost balanced everywhere, right? So you kind of established within that environment. And the fourth year would be like you're really evaluating. You start evaluating what have I done, right? This is what comes about. So what have I done in these 4 years? And because you start to worry about your jobs and everything in the fourth year, because you're going to next have a transition. So, but my request would be that please do not think about job now, and do not try to skip all of these 4 years altogether, right? So I would say live in the present, right, and make the best of the present, right? At the present moment, what is there to you, right? Make the best of it, right? How you can utilize the time that you have in the present moment for your overall development. Just as we saw, we have all of these four questions: physical, intelligence, emotional, and the spiritual questions. So try to work on, try to have a schedule which will help you balance all of this and take you a long way. And as the first question we had, right, that we what is a perfect BTech life, so that you could have, I hope that you could have that perfect BTech life when you have, or when you balance all of these things, when you start doing it slowly, working on all of these questions, how to bring about, and you make the schedule every day. And yes, that is the way, I guess.
Yes, living in present is very important. I think you all you guys have liked that point, right? Uh, then try to give a thumbs up and react to it. And now moving on to our next question. So, how to build programming skills and what programming languages should we start learning?
Um, just Yes. So programming skills, yes, it's a really important skill wherever you go, right? Whichever IT company you go, right? If you're starting with the software engineer skill, or whatever the exam as well. So the first entrance that you get into any IT company, so you would have this programming. So I would say first you pick up one language. Of course, in the first year you're going to have one subject which is focused on that, right? Computer programming. So you do not have to worry about that in the first year. So you will have the basics in the first year. So and try to build on that basics, and slowly when you explore things, when you explore the subject and according to your interest. So suppose you want to go for artificial engineering, artificial intelligence, then you would definitely need Python, right? So accordingly, the languages also change, and you will have to be learning all of those languages if you're wanting to move in that direction. If you want to take your career in that direction. So what I would say is here, the first point is that the programming language, you will learn that, the programming skill, the basics, you will learn that in your first year. And with that skills, you can then move on according to your interest, which subject you want to take to. And that language, that appropriate language, you can take it up, and yeah, you'll be able to definitely know better then.
Yes, sir. And someone in the chat has asked, what are the mistakes done in your first year which we should not repeat?
Okay. So the mistakes, yes, I would have done many mistakes, but what I find in my reflection, right, in what I find when I think about my first year, so what I could have done, what I must have done, right. So when I think of that, I would say I was rather worried too much about academics, right? So that I should have not done. I mean, I was too much focused. So of course, that would be there because there's the competitive environment, right? You have 60 people in a class, and you will have to perform really well to get your CGPA. But what I realized was that the CGPA, you can attain it really easily, right? If I would have known what I've got to know in my with my practice in my third year, second year, fourth year, right? Third year and fourth year, what I got to know, it is that if I would have done my everyday work, right? Everyday schedule properly, whatever was taught in the class, right? If I would have little done the revision every day and caught up that, then things would have not got piled up, right? And it would have become very easy for me, so that I could have focused more on many other things that I could do in the first year. Because you see, first year is where you get lots of opportunities, right? Many clubs you could join, right? And first year is where you could get yourself established, right? Into each of the clubs and sports and debate club, everything else, right? So where you can start to engage with things. So that is only that's possible with the first year, right? So that there I think that I could have done much better. Of course I did, but I'm thinking that I could have done it much more better if I would have not worried too much. So this mistake I also want you people not to do, that do not too much worry about academics, but you will have to, so worrying these things, that you should be finding out a solution, better solution for it. So that what my advice would be, you could just do it every day, whatever is being taught in the class. Just do a revision after you could call hostel, right? Just do 20 to 30 minutes revision, that's sufficient, right? So that would get things done very easily. So this worry would be easily neglected.
Yes, sir. And our next question is that someone has asked. He has multi ambitions, and so what should he focus on?
Okay, right. So multi-ambition, it is that I would say you will have to uh, analyze it and evaluate it yourself. You see, let me say something this way with an analogy, right? uh, you could have only one goal, right? You, so in football you see, right, we have one football and there is only one side that you could hit the goal, not both the sides, right? So in that sense, if you look at it, I would say you will have to bring out that, so you will have to see what is the difference between my ambitions, right? So why are these ambitions different? So are they different in real sense, or are they non-different, right? So you will have to find some kind of you will definitely find some relationship between all of those ambitions that you have, right? So that you please try to figure it out and connect the dots, right? You will only find one thing to focus upon, and focus on that. Definitely, you will see that as your real ambition. So you will have to. So this, I would say, there are nothing as such as multiple ambitions, right? You because you're seeing it from different points of view. You're seeing that as multiple ambition, right? So when you start to connect all of those ambitions together, right, you will see only one ambition. And I'm saying, if you once you find that, and that will take time, you will have to spend your quality time on that, right? And once you do that, I think you will find that one ambition to focus on, right? And when you put your focus there, you will definitely reach your ambition.
Yes, sir. And some students have asked that how to deal with computer science engineering, especially in coding, and what type of thinking is needed.
All right. Uh, So CSE, yes, of course, I'm not from the CSE background. I will just give you a general framework of ideas that I have received from my friends who have been from the CSE background. So basically, whatsoever companies you go from, the large recruiting company, let's say Wipro, Infosys, or TCS, right? Or you go to the the big companies like Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan Chase, right? Anywhere you go, what is that skill? What is important is that uh, the kind of how you are able to what you're thinking, you have to be able to translate it onto the code, right? So so if you find some problem, right? So you should be able to break that problem into pieces, and you'll have to find the solution to solve that problem. So basically, coding. So there are two things that should happen, right? One thing is that you should first understand the problem, right? And you should be having that solution in the mind, right? And that solution, what you have in mind, that you should be able to translate into the code, right? So all of these, you see, one is that, so things which are important here are the communication skills, right? First of all, you should understand what's the problem that's given, right? So, and once you understand, then you will have to have the analytical, logical, uh, these cognitive skills, which are very, very important to solve a problem, right? So of course, so these things you will have to develop it slowly, right? And problems differ from beginner level to the advanced level. So we will have to focus on this slowly, and gradually we will have to develop our capabilities, right? Our analytical skills, let be, right, or it be logical skills, right? Of course, at advanced levels, you need an highly logical level of thinking, right? That's of course needed. So, and for that logical level of thinking, you should have equivalent, you should be able to communicate within your mind, right? And that then you'll have to be able to translate that into the code in machine. So these things you slowly learn it, gradually pick it up, right? I would say, so first you focus on the foundation, right? Foundation basics, what is there, right? And so that you will get it in your first year, basically for the CSE programming. So that you will definitely get it in your first year. So that you focus on it, right? Because without the foundation, you can't build a building, right? So the foundation, you make it very strong, and after that, you gradually pick up and go for that level which you want, right? That's what I would say.
Yes, sir. And now moving on to our next question. Someone has asked that how to improve soft skills and communication skills.
Okay. So coming to soft skills and communication, I would say the best way is by practice, right? So practicing it in your own life, bringing it into your own life, right? And this you will have to create your own opportunities. And please do not say that I'm not getting any opportunity. That's not right, actually speaking. You have numerous opportunities around you. So you will have to seek that opportunity and make it of your use, right? So that is possible with your interest, right? So you will have to put your interest and seek for the opportunities, and opportunities will come to you. So, for example, if you're taking part in club activities, definitely, I tell you, your soft skills and communication skills will be developed automatically, right? By participating in the club activities, because you interact with many people around you, right? And in our college, we have this specialty that everybody is from different state, not everyone is from same state, right? So in that sense, you develop your communication skills, right, and multiple languages. So this is all really good. So, but you'll have to see this all these things as an opportunity, and never lose these things, right? Because once you lose it, you will not get it back, right? So when you see all of these things, you will have to grab those opportunity and make the best use of it. So that way, I would say the only way for developing your soft skills and communication is by practice.
Yes, sir. It is said that practice makes man perfect. So,
Yes.
yes. And now moving on to our next question. So, a student asked how to manage our distractions in BTech life.
All right. So yes, this is really good question, because I would say distractions are many in the BTech life, right? Uh, but uh, to have that self discipline, and to go with what I want to do in my life, right? To have that self determination, it is not an easy thing without the constant effort, right? Everyday endeavor, right? What you put into your everyday life, that can only take you there, right? So, succumbing to distraction, it's you see, falling disturbed, if disturbed by things around you. It's very simple, but staying away from distraction and continuing to do what you're doing, that's difficult. So that requires a lot of endeavor, right? So that how I try to do it in my life is that I had my very strict schedule that I want to follow it in my life, and I tried my level best to follow it every day. Of course, it's at initially you will face difficulties, right? You may not be able to follow such a strict schedule. I had it in my way, like in my schedule. What I had was I have to get up early in the morning, right? I have to get up 5:30 in the morning and do exercise and do things. So you see, because I'll have to balance everything, right? So that I have my life in the way that I want. I want to be healthy, and I want to be an overall person, right? I want to be an overall person. So for that, I'll have to make my endeavor. Nothing comes without endeavor, right? We'll have to make our best efforts for things to work out for us, right? So every day you try to make a schedule, right, for yourself and balance that schedule. Do not make a hectic schedule. Plan out a very practical schedule which you can work it out and practice that every day, right? And I'm telling you, there's also scientific evidence that once you practice for 1.5 months or so, a habit, right? 1.5 months, 2 months, right? 2 months at large, right? If you practice a habit for 2 months, that habit becomes your kind of your way, right? It becomes part of you. So that is the way for us, right? That's the only way for us. And that when you practice it and have also the disciplined activities, so that when it is included in your schedule, it is possible, right? That you can stay away from distraction, and distraction cannot do anything.
Yes, sir. And the student asked that how to make best use of our faculty members.
All right. uh, So yes, our faculty members, you see, they have acquired experience, right? Most of them, and I think all of them have done their PhDs in the respective subject. So again, so you will have to look into what you are wanting to do. So some faculties can offer you best advice on what you can do after your career based on if your interest is lying on academics, right? If you want to do your post graduation MTech, PhD. So they can offer you best advice on that, and some can offer you best advice on jobs, right? Because they have their job experience. So every faculty have their own kind of their own kind of expertise and their own knowledge about the subjects, because you know that PhD they do it on very specific subjects. MTech also is on very specific subjects. So if you're so when you develop the interest, you will see that, right, I'm interested in particular subject as this. So then you please approach that particular faculty who is there for that subject, who has done research work on that subject. Or otherwise as well, if you have another faculty whom you are so much close with, right, you can approach him and ask for help. He can definitely guide you to someone else, right? So I would say faculties can really help you, right? But you make the right kind of approach, right, and try to build try to build very good relationship with the faculties, right? That would be really really helpful for you in every ways. They can guide you and they can help you in ways that how you could attain this, how you can better do these things, right? So they can give you their guidance based on their experience, right? So they can you can definitely have uh, good useful insights from the faculties.
Yes, sir. Uh, that's all for today. So you have answer. Thanks for answering all the questions very patiently, sir.
Thank you, Pranit.
I think all our participants have gained something from this session. We'll organize these sessions regularly, so you can make most of it. Now, Now, guys, so I want to share some important news with you, announcements. So, Shrestha Club is organizing software personality development workshop ahead. I think you can see the screen. It's software training and personality development workshop. For this, we have invited Dr. Vijay Patkar, Dr. Pawan Goel, CSE, IIT Kharagpur, and Dr. Mayank Basin, course coordinator. We are very grateful to Dr. Goel and Dr. Basin for providing technical guidance from IIT Kharagpur. Also, Shrestha Club Alumni Association for sponsoring this course for all school students. So our course contents are mainly software training workshop, where we'll be teaching you Python fundamentals, and next will be personality development workshop. So for this, you will receive an e-certificate from IIT Kharagpur on successful completion of workshop. And for this, you have to register. You have to go to shrestaclub.com and register there, and then you will have to write an entrance test for this. So software training workshop is taken up by Mr. Parth Laturia. He did his computer science and engineering from IIT Bombay, and Mr. Sandeep Kumar did his computer science from IIT Bombay, and also you can see both are all India rank holders. So it will be a very great experience to do a software training workshop. And also Mr. Prejwal Nakrani, he did his electrical engineering from IIT Bombay. So Shrestha Club is bringing you this very rare opportunity. Please make use of it. And on Sunday, we'll be having personality development workshop in the evening. So there we will have wisdom talks. So first will be healthy habits of happy life, positive mental attitude, self-management, yoga for modern age. So software sessions will be on Saturday evening in the time 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. In personality development workshop will be on Sunday at 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. So all you have to do is you have to go to shrestaclub.com website and registration fee. There is no registration fee or course fee. Next, you have to take an entrance test.
When is the entrance test?
Entrance test was already started, and once you go and register at shrestaclub.com, you'll get the entrance test, your WhatsApp number.
Okay, sir. When is the test, sir?
Yeah, once you register, you'll get all those information. From tomorrow, the software training workshop will start. So you should attempt the entrance test as soon as possible. And next, we'll declare, after writing the entrance test, the third step is we'll declare the results, and then the course begins. And at the last, we'll keep an assessment test. So, and after that, we'll provide you the certification. So tomorrow, Saturday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. to an inaugurate software training workshop, Dr. Pawan Goel from IIT Kharagpur will inaugurate uh, our software training workshop tomorrow. So students who qualify our entrance test and register for the workshop will get to participate in online software and personality development workshops. Course materials will be sent via email. So these workshops are supported by IIT Kharagpur, NIT Andhra Pradesh, Enduro, Student Welfare Club, Consoft Tech, Vertex It Services, and Mass Technologies. So I request all of you to register, go and register as soon as possible at shrestaclub.com website and attempt the entrance test. Software training workshop will be starting from tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. The inaugural program will be uh, taken by Dr. Pawan Goel, ESC IIT Kharagpur, and personality development workshop will start from this Sunday. That will be also from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. For this, you have to go and register at shrestaclub.com. So it is mandatory to attend personality development workshop and software development workshop combinedly. Then only you will get certificate. Um, yes, and you should manage 80% attendance. You have to clear the entrance test for attending the workshop and to get certification. So that's all, guys. Thanks for joining today. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.